Oh, juicy, tender lamb over roasted vegetables with a Middle Eastern gravy. That is our Harissa lamb made. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing Harissa lamb. We're doing a lamb dish. I've got some shoulder here, a beautiful piece of shoulder, all netted up. We're going to leave the net on. Now, we're doing a Moroccan flavoured lamb dish. It's slightly milder, you know. You can get harissa paste the Tunisian way, which is really spicy, but it's not pleasant to eat. However, if you like spice, add chili, cook it that way. We are using our harissa paste we made the other day, and we have got some spices. Now, the spices are very much similar to what's in the harissa paste, but we're making a rub to go over the lamb. Now, we're going to grind up some garlic. Give your garlic a mashing, okay? I'll just put that one there. And then all you do is just flatten it with your knife. How long did that take? Just a second, and that is garlic paste. Okay, we have to make a paste. It's a very easy one using our harissa paste. We have this left over in this jar, and we want about 3 tablespoons, but we want 2 tablespoons of oil. Now this has oil on to preserve it in the fridge, so we'll have the oil. And then we're going to take out 1, 2, and they're heaps. So we're going to probably use all this and not open the other jar. Garlic in there. Salt and pepper to taste on this. Now I like a little bit of pepper in. Salt is going to be very minimal. Lemon juice. And we have some spices, and we are going to give that a mix in, and this is going to become our rub. Now the spices are more or less the same that's in the harissa paste. Of course it is, you know, we want the same flavouring. We don't want everything working against each other. So it's cumin, coriander, a little bit of cinnamon, we've got the lemon juice, a little bit of salt and pepper, so smoked paprika. So we have this fantastic paste. I want to keep some of this in here. I want some of this to put on after we've pressure cooked, and I'm saying pressure cooked our lamb. So there we go, there's our lamb. So what we'll do is we'll just turn that over. We'll start on the back and then turn it back. We want some paste, okay, and all we're doing is rubbing it in. Now put gloves on, rub it in with a spoon, anything like that. Just rub it on your lamb. Get it on there. The smell is amazing. I'm going to turn it over. Now this is marinating like this. On with another lump of our harissa paste, and just leave it on there. Rub it on and it stays on. It's going to stay on for about 3 hours, and then we're going to cook it. Quick wash of the dandies. Okay, that is our lamb on there. That is going to marinate 3 hours, or you could marinate it overnight. That's it. This we keep because we're going to rub a little bit of that on before we roast the lamb. The next stage of this is so easy. Now this is a trivet. Okay, a normal bog standard trivet, and this is the Instant Pot liner. That is going to sit in there, and we're going to put vegetable stock or chicken stock in the bottom. The meat is going to sit on top. We want that meat on top, not in the water. Now my idea is we cook it and pressure cook it, not in water. It pressure cooks and adds the flavour to the meat like a good marinade, and then we can roast it. So it's very straightforward. This is a cube dissolved, and that's going in there. So we got the lamb, which is marinated, and we are going to sit that on there like that. So there you go. We're going to put that in our instant pot. So that is straight in there. Take our lid. Oops, wrong way around. Look. Take our lid, whack our lid on. Then we are going to press the pressure cook, and we want to cook this for 45 minutes on high pressure. That's it. We just leave it and let it do its thing. Now we're going to put this together as a dinner, and we're going to have some roast veg. Now, veg of choice. You know, don't get hung up. Put the veg in you want. If you want courgettes, zucchini, peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, broccoli, who cares? Put in what you like. I already have some potatoes which I've peeled and cubed up small, and I've got these baby carrot things, you know. Well, they're not things, they're baby carrots. But I picked them up in the supermarket the other day, and they need using. Baby carrots, okay, and we have a little bit of red cabbage there. I'm just emptying the fridge. So, you know, again, it doesn't matter. We're not even going to pull it all apart. We're just going to chuck it in there. Red onion. Red onion goes nice roasted in our bowl. Tomato. I've got one of these beefy tomatoes, so that's going in. And we're not going to be, like I say, careful with any of this. Just get it chucked in. And the reason it's going in a bowl, it's going to have some spices chucked in there, mixed up, and then we are going to dump it on a tray. Bell pepper, capsicum, always goes good with a Mediterranean type dish. Again, don't stress, some cubes. So we got quite a decent amount of veg there, look. Just going to give that a little toss over like that. And we are going to add some olive oil. Get about 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there. And you can either get your hands in to mix or just mix it up. Mix it with anything. Let's get all that coated in that olive oil. Now we want to salt and pepper this. So a little bit of salt in there. Salt to taste. And pepper to taste, obviously. So this is freshly ground black pepper. We're just going to give that another quick stir, and then we're going to add some spices. Our spices for this are smoked paprika, cumin, coriander, garlic powder. Give that a little mix together. Now again, you could add chili powder, you could do what you want, that's up to you. But this is just vegetables. Do we really need it chillying up? Like I say, up to you. So we're going to go in there with about half, roughly. We're going to give it a stir and chuck the other half in. Because what's going to happen, it's going to stick to the veg, you know, with the olive oil. So we might get some with more on than others. We are going to distribute that spice through there just fine. And just to get it going, we need a little bit of oil on that tray. Now we're not going much on the tray because there's some on the veg, but I just don't want it all completely burnt and stuck. There you go. And for our veg, we just tip it on there. And there is a lot here, so we're going to probably turn it over halfway through, turn it back again. Because there's absolutely no way it's going to cook piled up like that. None. So we're going to set it to roast to start off with, quite high. And we're going to bring it out, we're going to turn it over and we'll shove it back in again. And we might have to do it a couple of times within about 25-30 minutes. Just to cook it down and sear it up a little bit. Because that is quite a bundle of veg on there. Now we could do it in 2 lots, but I'm too lazy and I know it can do it, so we're just going to shove it in. It's going to go in about 190 actually. For us, we want a little bit of a char on there. We've got to get it cooking, you know. I've got some couscous. We are going to make lemon couscous rice to go with this. Because we've got potatoes in our veg, we've got carrots, onions, a little bit of cabbage, whatever, peppers. We don't have anything to go with it like mashed potatoes or anything like that. We're going to rely on this that's in here. So we're going to put a lemon couscous together to give it that little bit of freshness to go with our harissa lamb. A plan coming together, it should be okay. Okay, that's had 15 minutes pressure releasing, and now we need to manually pressure release just to switch on the top, switch it on, let it pressure release. So out we come. So that's our lamb in there, and we've got that lovely juice underneath where the lamb has juiced into our stock. We're going to keep that. And that is our lamb on there. We got some foil, and then what we're going to do is take this netting off before we roast it. And then what we need to do is clear this away and get the oven and get the veg in. So in we go. Now the veggies are going to take about half an hour more, somewhere around about there. So we're going to start off with about 30 minutes. Okay, when you've been cooking a little while and roasting, we're going to have that out and we're going to turn it over. So just turn it over any which way you can. It doesn't matter how, just turn it over. Okay, we're just going to bob that back in. Our lamb then, still steaming, look. Right, what we need to do is take off this string. We don't want that, we want the lamb now. Okay. I have a bread tin. I'm going to put that in the bread tin. We have a little bit of that juice from our Instant Pot. We only want a little bit in there. That's just going to keep a little bit of moisture around our meat. Now what we are going to do is put this tray in there on top of the veg, and that goes on top. And we are going to try and crisp brown up that meat. So that's sitting on top of the veg, and that is going on the top of there. Now it's quite close to the top of the air fryer, so we have to be careful. Keep an eye on it, just get a crust on if you can, and then we pull it out. Now we want to make a little bit of a sauce, so chuck our juice in there. We have the remainder of our harissa paste in there, and we want to be going in there with about a tablespoon of corn flour. We're going to warm that up, we're going to thicken it up. Nice little dissolve in there. Make sure our paste doesn't stick to the bottom. While that's warming up, pull your lamb, turn it over. And a lovely little crust on there, look. Turn it a little bit, whichever way it'll let you, and put it back in. In it goes. Carry on. Perfect. Put to one side. We're going to use that as a gravy sauce to go over the top. Couscous, very, very easy. Chicken stock or veg stock in there. Bring to a boil. Okay, couscous in there. Just chuck it all in. Give it a stir. In with our lemon zest. Give it a stir round. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. Little stir through. Lid over, leave it 5 minutes. Take off the heat. Take your lamb out. Job done. Turn off the oven. Cover the lamb if you so wish. Veggies out. Look at that, perfectly roasted vegetables. Serving dish, that in there. Up to you how you serve up. You know, you could serve straight onto your plate if you want. That's up to you. Our roasted veggies in there. Cover, slice your lamb. Straight slices of lamb. Straight through, like that. And look in there, it's still pink. Not perfectly pink, but we're going for cooked lamb, not uncooked lamb. Slice it all the way through. Take your veggies, uncover. Take your lamb on there. Over our meat with a little bit of our Harissa gravy sauce. Our couscous. Fresh lemon juice and puff up. Stir it through with your fork, puff it up. And that is a very strong lemon flavoured couscous. Delightful. Add any herbs that you so wish. If you want to add fresh parsley or anything through there, so put a little few green specks in. That is up to you. And just a little bit of coriander. Just keep it a little bit Middle Eastern. Well, I guess there's nothing else for it but to give it a try. Is it worth the washing up? It certainly is. Crispy potatoes. Just like roast potatoes. Let's have that turn round there. Look at that lamb. Now this is a butter knife. Look at that lamb. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Happy days are here again, da da dee dee dee. And our couscous. Oh, that's in the way. That is absolutely superb lemony. That really is lemon couscous. Our gravy sauce is delicious. By using the meat juices, by using that Harissa paste, thicken it up. Well, that is a fantastic Harissa lamb. You know, if you like what we're doing, share with your friends, share all over, helps the channel grow. Big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Whew. Catch you in the next video.